rod in one hand, a joystick in the other, fishing for catfish and pixels like no other, casting his line into virtual streams, living the dream in his digital schemes. He's reeling in trophies from the great outdoors, while high scores flash up on his screen indoors. Virtual rivers and lakes so wide, he's got the whole world on a digital ride. The great American gaming fisherman, casting his line in a world of his own plan. Pixels and fish swim hand in hand, master of waters, both real and scanned. Waders on his legs, a headset on his head, balancing the wild with a virtual thread. He's got a tackle box full of cheats and bait. In his gaming chair, he'll never be late. He's clicking and casting, a pro at the helm, navigating waters in a twofold realm. The wild and the wired, they're one and the same. He's breaking records in his new fishing game. The great American gaming fisherman, casting his line in a world of his own plan. Pixels and fish swim hand in hand, master of waters, both real and scanned.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Real and Virtual Outdoors. All right. All right, I have one person that has chatted so far, and that is Lisa. Hi, bestie. What's say, bestie? All right. Let's see. A river rat is here. All right, they'll start coming on in. Let me get the control. Excuse me. Oh, eat popcorn made me cough. All right. Let me start out today. Oh, wait on everybody. Show setup. Setup is important in Fishing Planet, if you don't know that. I'm fixing to educate you. Setup is everything in Fishing Planet. Really. For the waters you're on, try to do too much. Try to go fish you ain't got the gear for, you're going to be punished. I have two rods that I use for bumping, mainly. Favorites. This is going to be for fish somewhere around, I don't know, 90-pound mark. May do a little better. We just have to see how they perform. The heavy caster 10-foot 2-inch bottom rod is what I use. Spinning rod. I have that rigged with the Ambassador 9000. 53-pound braid at 8-ounce weight, 50-pound leader, and on this one I have an 8/0 hook. Same setup over here, basically. I'm sorry, that's the wrong rod. Same setup over here, basically. Same everything across the board. I've got canned meat on there. We do not need the bell on there. We'll remove that. I'll remove that real quick. I said I would. Well, maybe I won't. What the devil? Oh, there it goes. Okay. And the last rod is this one, and I'm trying this one out. It's a WCC Loncore's the 10-foot 2-inch. It's got bigger line on. I got 70 on this, just in case. I find that this rod is not big enough for this area. We are already in the boat. No, I don't want to leave. And ready to go. The beautiful flathead you released last night. This has got several species of... Let me make sure that I'm anchored. I am. This has got several species of catfish in it. And we're going to start out today with the canned meat. We'll talk about those exotic catfish. There's a guide catfish in here that looks just like a flathead. There's some red-tailed catfish in here. And several other species. So we're going to try this. And then we're going to move the boat around a little bit and look for some other holes. But this is a proven spot right here. I'll show that spot in a little while. This works better if you have current. If you don't have current, you start dragging the bottom. And we got a fish already. That didn't take long. Start dragging the bottom and you start getting slack in your line. I'll get into how I'm doing this in a minute. This may be a croaker. They let Pretorius bait these. No, it's a small sorghum catfish. Weird looking joker. J-Dog's in the house. What's say, J-Dog? X3 Gaming is here. Good to see you. That's a weird looking catfish. Amazon River catfish. Well, that was a good sign. I come here yesterday and bumped around. Let me mark that spot real quick. I've got buoys up here that shows what's being called where. That buoy needs to be black. Now, why does it need to be black? Oh, it didn't turn it black either. Let me get the mouse. Make this a little easier here. For some reason, it's easier when you use the mouse on that. Alright, now I put a buoy there, and this is why I put the buoys down. Tells me where, what time, and what bait, and the exact lake location up here. Okay. As you can see, I've got 3 species out of this one spot. those will stay there indefinitely. Now you can see there is no marks on this map other than those three. So I have not fished this, so I'm learning this. 3,000 species. I did not know that. There's only 2,997 that I hadn't caught out of this spot yet. There's not that many in this spot, but alright, so what I do here is I throw this out and I tighten up the line just a little bit. Keep it kind of tight. Boat's not moving because I'm anchored. Current's keeping me downstream. And I just kind of wiggle this thing along. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. And when they hit, they usually hit. So what happens when I get a hit? Well, I see the hit, but I also feel the hit vibrate in the control. And when they hit it, they smash it pretty well. So it's kind of a bump, and then they're there. As long as I do my job, set the hook right. Hope everybody's having a good day. I want to wish my friend H. Lee. Oh, there's a fish. I got him. A speedy recovery. You see that thump? He had a little episode yesterday. He's getting out of the hospital today. It's not very big. About the same size as the other one. It's on the canned meat again. I've got different rods, different baits on them, so we'll see what we got here. Alright, it's another one of those sorba. 11 pounds. Let's throw a different bait in there and see what happens. What do I got on this one? I got a little cut. No, I got a crawfish on this one. Oh, this ought to do something. Now I'm not going to mark that because I've already got it marked for that species. So, unless I catch a trophy or unique, and then I will take up the sorbent mark and put down a new mark for the trophy or unique. Let's see what they say about the crawfish. This is a lower level lake. I'm at level 90, but I like to visit these places that I haven't visited before. One of the reasons why I had visited this is because I had the ocean, access to the ocean map for a long time, and I jumped levels on this map. So I'm going back and fishing these places. It's a little bit redundant to fish the same spot, same way all the time. So I like to go back and revisit these holes and fish for a different way. Let's see if they like the crawfish. And we'll move, you know, if we're not doing good, we'll move. We'll get into where I'm going to try to move and check some spots out later. I know this is a proven spot for guide catfish and redtails, so. As a reminder to everybody, Brian B. and I will be doing the women's tournament in September. If you want to sign up for that, your wife, your daughter, whoever, uh, we're still accepting sign-ups. Go bite on the crawfish. Do we not like crawfish? You can look down there on the bottom. That's other people catching some fish. Wow, that's going off. I don't know. All right. You stubborn joker. Let's try something else. $1 million question is, where's a good... Dadgummit, I dropped the mouse. I gotta get it. And that's why I got the mouse tied down. The $1 million question is, where is a good place on this body to do this at? There's some that play this want to know. I don't know. Because I hadn't fished it that much. However, this deep stretch here, which indicates the deep, dark blue, indicates deep water, I would be willing to bet this is probably going to be prime zone. Even these deep holes, like this little hole here, it's not all that big, but it is deep. There's a lot of little holes to hit. It's got deep water. Little pockets. That's where I would concentrate. I just started out here. But any of that would probably be prime state. Would be my guess. We're going to switch this over. This bait off here. And I'm going to put a large cut bait on here. And we're going to try this. Got to find out what's the walk. Yep, Tara catches her fair share of the big fish. She sure does. Alright, we're tightened up and ready to go. I'm going to let that soak a minute and see what happens. I didn't want the crawfish. I went with the crawfish because crawfish is supposed to be one of the better baits on here, but we'll see how this goes. I will probably do a little duck hunting on Tuesday. I got asked to do that, so I'm going to probably do that on Tuesday. So if you watched Larry and Fanny's last night, Old Boy Outdoors, you were in there when I played the song. I wrote a song from my friend Brian B. about him not fishing. And we played it last night on Fanny's and Larry's live. And Brian didn't give me the okay to upload it to YouTube, so I'm going to share that with everybody here in the next day or so. It's going to be about a song about Brian B. not fishing anymore. It's kind of a fun, cute song, funny. So I made it out of blues rhythm. Made a nice song out of it. So I'm going to be releasing that, so everybody should go check that out. Poking a little fun at my buddy. Come on, fish. Right, we're going to caught two. Oh, Lord. Yeah. He said, kiss my entire. Oh, Lord. I see you laughing. Oh, there's a fish. I got him. I see you chuckling around last night when I played that. That was kind of fun to make that. I've been working on that a while. All right, we got something on the large cut bait. What do we got? That's a pretty good fish, folks. This is bigger. I really don't know how big this rod, a fish this rod can really handle. I guess we're going to find out maybe today. But I got a bigger rod just in case I've underestimated and that's easy to do on Fishing Planet. If you're going somewhere new, you got a big rod, you might want to take one just in case you've underestimated the fish. This is a much bigger fish, probably in the 50s. Be my guess, somewhere around that area. We about to find out. 47. Troy had it pegged pretty close, didn't he? That is a red tail. I believe those fish exist in the Amazon and Thailand. I am correct. Interesting looking joker. He paid a nice, pretty good penny. Okay, so I made 11,000 XP on that. You see I got one green arrow. So this rod is good for this weight. Now, anything smaller than that, I may get a red arrow, which means my gear was too big for the species. But that worked out pretty good. That's what we want. We want to be gaining as much XP as we can to level up. I'm just going to throw it back out there. I ain't going to move unless we quit catching fish, then I'll move. Or we catch a bunch out of here and want to move. To go explore, we may do that too. But right now, we're going to stay put. NFL football starts tonight for you football fans. The good times is back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be watching the ball games tonight. Probably be backstage watching with my buddies, having a little mixed cocktail. Football is back. We've only got 3 preseason games, I think, is all we've got this year. Which is probably more than enough. Many times, J-Do. Many times. Now, some will say, come in here and say, well, what are you doing? I can set the rod down and wait on the bite. The difference is that Most times when I get hit, it's one big thump and they're on. I set the hook and they're on. That's the difference. Instead of just watching the fish take off the line, it's kind of an added way to do this. And you get the joy of feeling that hard snapping hit. We gotta get a hard hit, you'll see it. I got one time and I made a shot out of it. Done pretty good. I'm just gonna keep going and hope for the best. Oh, buck. We're going to be having a fishing tournament competition on Fishing Planet in September on the Rod and Gun Club. I'm going to open sign-ups up in October on the 1st. You see that pop? Big snap hit. Love it. I'm going to open sign-ups again for a brief period of time if anybody wants to join. Of course, any members that we've got that's got family that wants to join, we will let them sign up. But I'm going to open it up, so to speak, to the public. Not too public, but public. I opened it up one time. A young man by the name of Kerry Oliver signed up. He had a lot of fun playing competitions with him. He's a lot of fun. So maybe we can find a diamond in the rough. Somebody established that wants to get in, just let me know. Why am I waiting till October? I have a gift card giveaway for the winner. We're close to the boat here of the bass tournament. Hey, there's a guided catfish. Now this joker here looks like a flathead. If that ain't a flathead, I don't know what is a flathead. Rate that, Ernest. But we're gonna do sign-ups again. Turn him around in the sunlight so you can get a good look. In October, because I'm giving away that gift card in September for the winner of that competition. That looks just like a flathead. And I want the gift card to go to members that's been participating. So participating for the last couple of months. So we are working on thought I had a hit. We are working on getting a little bit of farming thing going. Kelly's got a server up. I think Nicholas is wanting to do a little bit of it. I'd like to get Coach going back on the farming game if we can get a control that suits his hand. I also wanted to announce that I'm going to be trying to help Steve Adams get his StreamYard straightened out. He's going to be trying to do a few lives, so y'all may get to see Coach full on. I I'm gonna have to help him with that, but we will get it. We will get her did. This coach is gonna start to go live a little bit more. Kind of misses doing his live, so, and I know y'all be glad to see him. I'm gonna get a seat on his StreamYard where I can help him set his lives and things up. I'm gonna make his help him set his lives up, help him end them if it needs me to, and I can make some thumbnails for him. And he gets in there and can't get something to work, I can go in and work on it. So we got another fish. Alright, the cut bait's catching. The large cut bait. I tried to medium here yesterday for a little while, didn't do much on it. This fish not all that big. He's not as big as the last one. I gotta be careful not to lose this joker. I like to lost him, like to let the best slide hit the line. Probably gonna be in the 50, 60 range. Give me a bottle. Maybe a little bigger than I think he is. He may be in the 65 to 70. He give me the old head shake. I take 5 feet of line and he takes 6. We close now. Red tail. I can see him down there. It's a red tail. Another red tail, I think. He ain't ready yet. Get in the boat, son. 50. 49. A little bit bigger than the last one. They fight. We'll take that all day and twice on Sunday. Look at that. Oh, Mr. Redtail, let's turn you around in the sun where they can get a good view of you. Oh, yeah. An interesting looking catfish. I'm going to throw over here closer to the bite this time and see what happens. Like up in this pocket. I don't know if it's going to do any good or not. We're going to try it. This is how you learn. You be willing to explore a little bit. I had to go find these fish yesterday. I ain't fished on this body. I had to stop at a couple of spots. I run over here and found this spot. We're gonna move here in a minute and go explore. Yeah, wouldn't that be so fun to catch something that you had? I would like to go ice fishing. Catch some walleyes and some yellow perch. I like to jig fish. I like to fish with artificials. It's really all I used to do. I didn't fish with live bait. Of course, unless we were fishing for catfish. But I didn't need no stinking minnows to catch crappie. I started jig fishing when I was about 18 years old. Just don't want to go to another country to catch them. Yeah. I started jig fishing when I was about 18, 19 years old. And never looked back. I had toyed with it a little bit. Started catching a few more. One day I caught, I don't know, 75 fish on a little old yellow beetle spin. I had probably 6 or 8 of them was big enough to keep. I never looked back. So started tying jigs and making jigs. I think next year I'm gonna take me a rod and a box of jigs and go down there and fish off that boat. Go down there and fish off that boat dock where I loaded on the boat to go fish with Jody, because there was people out there fishing. You could fish there. They were out there fishing. I'm gonna get me a box of jigs, rod. I'm gonna go fish a little bit while I'm there this time. I didn't know that was available. And water there was deep enough to jig fish in for sure. Take me a rod, a box of jigs, and go to town. I don't know if it's gonna do any good up here in this shallow spot, but we're gonna try it. There may be a hog laying up there, I don't know. Yeah, that guy going to another country right now is kind of iffy, isn't it? Ernest, uh, too sure about that. Oh, dog it, I missed him. You get my bait? No, I don't think so. He just barely hit that, just a little tap. I missed one. Had I not been close attention, I may not even know that fish even hit. It's like barely felt the control vibrate, just a small twitch. Well, that was me until I went and started doing a little traveling for. Went to the gathering and then went to RCT show. I hadn't been out of the state much either until I went. Well, I go on the boat, cruise ship. You're out of the state then, but I'm gonna be going to CatCon in February. We're gonna move. Let's go hunt one up. We're gonna go, I'm gonna go to CatCon in February, and then of course I will be trying to go to the gathering. The gathering is certainly planned. Let's see where we can go here. We're gonna move this operation. I think I'm gonna move down a little bit. I want to hit this right here, but I also want to hit this little hole over here, so we're gonna do that. Let's fire this joker up. That's gonna rain, of course. Turn on my working fish finder. I'm gonna go straight ahead. I'm just gonna ease on down here and give this thing. See them big marks on the bottom? This is an active working fish finder, by the way. I'm going to move up. To right here. Oh, let me see which one I want to be. No, I want to move on down. The way this fish finder works, when I pass over these fish, I'm going to get a mark. So we're gonna move this operation down a little bit. I'm gonna get right up here in the mouth of this big opening right here and work this area a while. And there are people fishing along here. I'm just trying to be slow and respectful. We'll move it down just a little further. We're gonna put it down right here. Alright. Oh, Nicholas. Alright, let's see how deep the water is right here. We are in. I'll give you a better view. And about that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to take that off there. Put that back on there. Okay. We're at about 30 foot right here. I'm just going to go right there. Let that hit the bottom. I want to look down at this. Yeah, we're about 20 foot right here. So this is a working fish finder, by the way, so it does work. It's just not for cosmetic. Oh, we're gonna bump right here and see what happens. I am gonna hit that little deep spot over there. This water's not as deep right here, so I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll bump a couple of baits here for a few minutes. We don't get hit, we gone. Fish finder, the way it works is if you're driving along and you see two big marks like we saw back there, or marks of any size, different size fish pop up with different size marks, of course. It's like on a normal fish finder, but you have, when you see them, you're on top of them. Best thing to do is just go by them, turn the boat around, cast back into them. Power out again? Well, y'all been catching hell up there with that weather. That weather's been purely frightening up there. Illinois, Indiana, a lot of places got hit heavy. You start talking about 100 miles straight line winds, now you talking something. Mine went out not too long ago. Alright, let's try a different bait. For about 10 minutes. I think it's working on mine too. We're gonna Let me check on my dailies and see what missions is available today. Marron River, catch a trophy fish. All right. That ain't gonna help me because I ain't going to Lone Star. Catch guided catfish. No real available missions for me today. I'm gonna untrack that so that's off the screen. All right, let's try that, everybody. Try this can meat having success earlier. Really annoying, yeah. Hope they don't pull that crap tonight when I'm trying to watch the ball game. We go back there and talk, visit, shoot the bull. We got the game on. We watching, but it's just a preseason game. Just give us a chance to gather up. I'm gonna order me some Chinese food tonight. I think I got a hankering for a little peppered steak and an egg roll. Wife has been extremely busy at work. Good God, they've been working her she's going out of style. We get done working last night till 8:30. We didn't even eat last night till 8:30. That's late for us. So Nathan. Welcome in. Ain't much going on right here. We ain't gonna stay here long. We're gonna move this train. You'll have to show me the money. A few more minutes and we move it. We'll go to that deep hole here in a minute. Come back here later. We go. I'm gonna go over here and try this hole. It's a very deep hole right there. See if I can get to it. Well, that crowd is so point off. I'll just go around his stuff and then come back in. I try to be a little respectful of both these people. Some of these people really can quickly get on your nerves. I'm gonna stop just short of this bot cast into the deep water. No, that's not where I want to be. I want to be up here. But we'll try it here, man, and see what happens, just for giggles. May catch big one out of it. It's kind of off that little point that guy's fishing on over there. I'll cast over here while I'm not crowding him out. Doesn't affect his game, it's just courtesy. Some of them people get up and drive right through your boat. I'm like, son, You're 12 years old. It's time to be in the bed. You can always set this for a private room, but I like to see what everybody else is catching, so I generally fish the public rooms. Unless it's a bunch of annoying people on this being annoying, then I'll maybe go create a room and fish it privately. These guys over there on the point fishing, he's taking off. He must not got anybody. Getting a little closer to being competition ready to start fishing some of the live competitions they have on this. If you're actually fishing competitions against other players, so I've been looking into that a little more and a little more. So that's. Now I could change the time and get into a better bite, but I have a 3-day trip up here and I want to take advantage of catching as many as I can. So we're not going to be doing a lot of fast forward. We're just going to fish on through. Right now we're on a slow time. Let's see what happens. What's that, 205? Yes, indeed. Stay cool. Alright, let's try a different piece of bait. I'm gonna throw this other rod out here real quick. This one y'all hadn't seen yet. This is one of the first catfish rods that I have bought in this game. It's a WCC La Canzadora. That's a weird name. This got a cut crawfish on it. A little bit bigger weight, almost a 9-ounce. 8-aught hook, cut crawfish. Since that old boy moved, I'm going to put it right off the edge of this point where I guess it would be. This has got 70-pound fluorocarbon with a 70-pound fluorocarbon leader. I had never bumped with this rod, so I don't know what it's going to do. Yeah. Be cocktail time for me here about 5 o'clock. River rat, he be wearing them catfish out. Knocking them dry. Somebody just caught a unique. That old boy right there is one. It just left here caught one. Where the hell did you go? Good night. He caught a 147 pounder. But go on, show out, son. There's the guy that just went by me over there that's on this point. That's a big old. That's one that looks like a flathead. That's a big old guided catfish there. Alright, we gone. We gone. I'll show you another advantage of being in a public room. Let's see if I can find that old boy. His name is Maverick. Is what he's going by. See if he shows up on this line. I think that was Maverick. At least, let's see. Star Walker. Okay, yeah, Maverick, but Star Walker is his name. He is located right here. That's where he's located. Shocking, he's fishing in a depot. Imagine that. That's where he caught that. Where are we gonna go? That's the big. I'm gonna go around the corner for just deep hole. We may be sitting on the fish. That's the problem is we're sitting on top of them. Let me back the boat up a little bit. I had two big marks just went across the screen. We may have been sitting on them. Let's not make as long as the throw this time. Let's see if we can get one on. There's two big marks right there. That's catfish marks. See them? They're right there close to the boat. We'll try it. Back up a little bit more. That's two big marks. If we can just get one bite. Look at this fish finder a minute, let's see. Get them marks pop up again. I'm still working the bait as we still two marks right there. Alright, let's back it up a little bit. We may be sitting on them. Try it right here, man. Back up another 30 feet or so. I'm gonna throw it right there. Just shy of that point. That joke go all the way to the bottom. Alright. He'll try it. That will move. Give it a few minutes. So many ways to fish on this. I can put bait rods out in a rod stand and fish. Or just about any species. I can lure fish. I can drift fish. I can bump. I can vertical jig. Float fish. And it's just unlimited on the fishing techniques you can do. And I don't have any idea how many fish is in this game. It's just loaded with different species. So if I wanted to, I could do this for a little while and take a if I had it with me, I could do this for a little while and then go fish for a peacock bass. I gotta get that notification on my screen. I'm awesome, and if anybody says otherwise, make pee the bed like Brian B. Oh, Lord. Brian B. Come on. We beat this dead horse to death. We're moving. We're going to go right up here. I'm going to put a temporary buoy here where I can see it. And I'm going to put a... No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. We'll just delete that. Yeah. Let me do it with the mouse. It's much easier to do it with the mouse. I want to hit this spot right here. Come on, cooperate, you son of a gun. Why is that giving me so much trouble? Gonna put a green buoy right there. Then I go right to it, see? In fact, it's right over there. And we'll just take that up when we get there. Yeah, I'm gonna fish right there in the entrance of this deeper spot here. I can see how far I'm from it. anchor right here. I'm gonna take that buoy up. Just like so. There's a trick. When you want to go find a spot on the map you want to try, drop an off-colored buoy down there. Go right to it and pick it up. We ready. I'm ready for a fish. Show me somebody. Show me the bunny, honey. A little bit slow. Not a guarantee. Not a guarantee. We have caught 200-pound fish, though. It's always a plus. Once we catch one, it's a good one. Not catching them that fast. I always try to make suggestions to Fish and Planet. They're always real good about listening to suggestions. I suggested that let's talk about taking up people's opinion for the next map. Of course, as I said, I voted for the Tennessee River. Put a little something together for them to look at, but whether we'll get it or not is the next thing. I did one time ask to put vertical jigging in the technique repertoire. And it's in the game now. Not saying they did it for me, but I did make the suggestion. And so it was kind of fun to see happen. Anyway, my point is I think that something fun for the game and for the people that play it. That Maverick caught another big fish, son of a gun. He caught a big trophy flat whiskered catfish, and they're not all that big. Nah, I went to bed. I didn't. I was tired. I don't know if they had caught a fish or not. I may go rewatch that today. I think something would be fun for the game. It's an idea for Fish and Planet, if it's possible. Now, I don't know how much coding would go into it, but let us do custom rods. and maybe custom lures. I think that would be fun. I don't know how much work would have to go into doing that, or how it worked with the coding, but I think it would be a lot of fun to be able to make a rod. Paint it if you want to. Maybe different handles, eyes, rod guides or other. Custom lures would be fun. Maybe custom clothing. You could go that route too. What we're doing is really not paying off, is it? Let's get out of here. I gotta see something before I get too overly excited, I gotta tell you. Let's go check out this patch here. Alrighty. I'm just going to use trolling motor. Get up here a little bit closer in this pocket. I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work. Don't know nothing about this spot. But we're going to fish it. Alright, that's close enough. Go back here and drop back. Alright, here we go. I'm going to put that right over the buoy. Right next to it. Let it hit here. About 30 feet, 25 feet right here. We may have to get back up in that dark blue water. That really dark blue water. We ain't going to stay here long. Alrighty. Well, Maverick's knocking him out. That son kind of got him at 95 pounds. Got it, catfish. That's that yellow one I caught her. That looked like a yellow cat. What say, polar bear? My friend Chad. How are you, Chad? The bite is slow. The bite is slow. So like real fishing, you want them to bite, they won't bite. A little bit of bowling, a little bit of fishing. Well, that's good, old boy. Keep at it. Try to catch crawfish, man. This rod's alright to bump with. There's nothing wrong with it. I'd bump with this. See how well I like it. I can always go buy another one of these. I think I got this in a DLC. But I think it's... I know it's unlocked. So I could go get another one of these. I have 2 of these on. I got one, this one, and then one that holds 50 something pound braid. This one will hold up to 70. I've got it rigged with 4 carbon. Don't know how much difference that makes, but it's got an 8 4/5 ounce weight on it, and an 8/0 hook. 70 pound fluorocarbon, 70 pound fluorocarbon leader. Cut crawfish for you tackle nuts. And we ain't getting bit, no way you can fix it. Let's go find some deeper water. This is not getting it done. We're also going to move the time a little bit too. Oh. Patriot crankbait, huh? I'm gonna run down here and fish in what's his name hole a minute. We're gonna change the time. I'm gonna put a buoy right here. I'm gonna run down there. Try old Skywalker's hole. Get the boat out of here without wrecking the song, yeah. Don't have to make a UV up here. Step on the gas. Bit of brush up here. Dock up here. I'm gonna get it right in this pocket. You can see how the bottom contours off a little bit. We're gonna change the time. We're gonna move it up to 7 p.m. We're gonna try this pocket, see what happens. We're gonna start out with a large cut bait. I may have to get back down to the main river later, but I know there's a fish caught out of this because we all saw it. on the chat. This water's not very deep. We're gonna try it anyway. Slow down a little bit, Troy. Slow down a little bit. I got a hit. I got a little hit. Raccoon Dog is on the agenda for the Rod and Gun Club next hunt. Somebody just landed a 176 pound catfish. Good night, Irene. I hope I don't get a 175 pounder on this rig. I don't think it'll hold it. I don't think it's big enough. I got a hit again. Just barely peck it. Come on, hit it, take it, you idiot. Come on. Ten people watching, 60's come through. Thank you very much. All right, let's offer them a dead lumbar. See if that don't make a difference. Switch up the bait a little bit. I'm gonna put a dead lumbar on this. What dead lumbar fish? Cut crawfish. Caught one on it yesterday, but no takers today so far that I can remember. I'll try this dead lumbar fish and see what happens. I got on there yesterday trying to find a few catfish and ended up getting into doggone silver croakers and couldn't keep them off the bait. Like a bunch of buzzards circling. Finally got away from them and found a few, but we hadn't found much else, anything else. Except up to one spot. We had to get back down on the main river. I don't know. Trial and error type thing. I don't know that much about this body of water, so I'm learning it. Apparently, the thing to do is follow vapors around. That's the thing to do. Alright, we're going to run the canned meat down there. If they don't get a bite, we gone. We gone. I got so many baits on this thing. Canned meat. That half of us was raised on canned meat spam. This fish mule-headed today. Come on, big boy. Open your mouth. Guess that's why they call it fishing and not catching. Alright. I messed with this spot. All I'm gonna mess with it. But right now. Pull this buoy and go. We're gonna get back up there in the main river. So I think that's the thing to do. Let me see how deep the water is right here. Yeah, this is where we're gonna be. Alright. Let's pull this buoy. Alright. It's a slow struggle today, ain't it? Got a lot of good stuff coming up for the community. We got Lisa's the Woats tournament coming up. We got Fantasy Fishing League coming up. We got Brian B and I doing the latest tournament coming up. A lot of good stuff going on. Everybody's gonna be has been talking about the fantasy fishing thing. Uh, anglers gonna have a 4-hour window to fish. Um, there's a lot of variables that go into that. Picking the right time to go, when to go, where to go, and how the fish cooperate. The fish are ultimately going to decide that competition. And how well they bite. They're going to be the ultimate ones to decide it. Not us. I'd caught a fish a while myself. Come on, fish. Good night. Caught some early in the stream, but ain't caught much lately. I was wondering why that wasn't switching. Why is that not switching? Because you ain't got it rolled in all the way, you fool. This game celebrated its 11th year anniversary not too long ago. 2 days ago, I think. I'm getting a message from somebody. "11 years of Fishing Planet. Call of the Wild will be 10 years old in 2027. They're coming up on their 10th year. I have got a lot of enjoyment out of that game over the last 10 years. I sure have. Man, when that first come out, I thought, oh man, I'm gonna be crapping in high cotton now. I love that game. There's been some people trying to build a hunting game after the fact to dethrone it, but they ain't made it yet. I'm sure one of these days something come along. I'm always hoping Expansion Worlds will build a 2.2 or a 2.0 or whatever of it. Not a whole lot of games out there that can stay in production that long. Grand Theft Auto has been going strong. NBA 2K has. But you got a game that lasted 10 years, you doing something. This getting ridiculous. I don't see anything on the screen right here. Them are not catfish right there. The ones on the bottom maybe, but them ain't. We're gonna ease back up here to try true home. At least it work catches something here. I gotta look at them doggone movies and make sure I don't run over them. There they are. There they are. You ain't looking, you sure enough can pass them buoys up in a flash. Alright, this is the original spot we started in today. No place we caught anything of value. What's the old saying? Don't leave biting fish. I already been playing this quite a bit. I will be. Oh, I got to stretch. I will be fishing a Fishing Planet competition in September. But I will not be in the portion for the gift card. So whoever catches the highest weight other than me will win the gift card. So I'm really just fishing it as a guest. Just because I want to fish it. But the gift card will go to the angler who has the biggest 5 fish bag limit of bass. It could be largemouths, Guadalupes, or spotteds. As long as it's a bass species, not the yellow bass, that is excluded. But one of those three species, as long as it's 5 bag limit, a multi-species bag, or same species. So, for instance, if you had 3 Guadalupes and 2 Spotteds, you're in, or 3 largemouth and 2 Guadalupes, whatever a mixed bag would be. Well, this operation had died. Shoot it down. It's a dead horse. Shoot it now. It's a dead horse. Water's just a touch deeper over here. To the right. About 24 where it was what we was about 26 right here. That's about as deep as this thing's going to be. This river's not going to be any deeper than that. Be hard pressed to find a spot. It's going to be deeper than what we are now. Pretty good strip of deep water right here through here. Nobody is catching anything. In the room, I don't see anything being caught right now. We're supposed to be getting into prime time. Maybe it's going to be dark here in a few minutes. So maybe when the lights go out, the fish will come on. I'd like to catch a few more. I'd pay for my license and my trip up here. There's one fine. Good night. That took long enough. Finally got that big thump. Got that big thump on the bump. That is an odd looking catfish. Finally. Let's go take a look at the species real quick. See if I can get a bait idea here. Accurate minnow, dead lumbar, shiners, and large minnows on the guided. Large minnows and dead lumbar on 2 species. Dead lumbar on the ripshaw, which is a black catfish. So it looks like Okay. Let's hook up a, since we wasn't doing anything really on this, let's hook up a large bender on this. Large benders. Alright, and let's change this to dead lumbar. And dead lumbar's on it. Alright, let's try these two baits right here. See if we can get something going. Faster than what we got going. This is the dead lumbar. Lumbari. I keep saying lumbar, it's lumbari. I believe that is the correct pronunciation. We're going to try this one in large bend in this hole and see what happens. This rod's got a little softer tip than the other two. Got a little bit more bounce to it when you bump it. Now, as you can see, I was looking at the preferred baits for the species. Now, there are some people that are under the impression that play this game, if it's not on the preferred bait list, they ain't gonna bite it. That is incorrect. It means what it says, preferred. It doesn't say only. So, just keep that in mind. Some of the bigger species fish bigger fish that I've caught in some species was on a totally different bait. It was on the preferred list. I learned that pretty quick. It says preferred, not only. So don't get caught up in these are the only baits you can use, because that's not accurate. Some people will disagree with that analogy. I only speak from experience. And when you get to level 90 in this grind of a game, you got a lot of experience. Gotta go. God bless you too, buddy. I hope you get to go out, fish tonight, catch a few. Keep up the good work, buddy. In about 6 minutes game time, we're going to be dark. So we're going to fish a little while longer today, probably. See if we catch just a few more. Been kind of slow. Oh, Tim. That tip's got a lot more movement. It's a limber tip on this pole. Not always a bad thing. Let's throw the large minnow in there a minute. Show you the difference in the rods. There's a lot of difference in these rods in this game. There's the dark. I guess I better turn my light on. This is the large minnow. We're gonna wing it this time. Well, I'm gonna give y'all a look at the tip. See how this one does not nowhere near as limber. See? Nowhere near as limber. And I like to bump with this rod, these rods. Lisa's still here. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. It's been kind of slow. Because look how muddy that water looks. My camera freeze? No, I don't think so. No. Oh! What the? I like startled myself. Looking up at the doggone camera to make sure it wasn't froze. I'm playing around with thumbnails for next year's tournaments. Sound good? Try this canned meat again. We did catch one on it over there. This fish has been slow today. It always is when you're fishing in a new area. It takes a while to figure out all the spots, what to use, and where to fish, and how to do it. So, before I got in the boat yesterday and come found the spot, I didn't want to be doing this for 2 hours. At least I wanted to catch a few, get going, and we did catch some first string. Been mighty skinny the last hour or so. I wish I was as skinny as it is. Tim and Possum. I seen them boys up there showing out. I was in there. I turned it on when I get up. First thing I do is turn on stand day before I make the coffee. I used to say hi and then I don't say a whole lot. But I'm still there. Gotta get my weekly dose of Bobby getting picked on, of course. Here stands award-winning dad jokes. Wait on the story, a sturgeon story to be told. Seeing all people sitting on their hands when somebody mentions the word sturgeon during the show, know the story's coming, right? That's what stand day is all about. Having a good time together. We're gonna move this train. I am located right here. We're gonna move on down here. Right. Again. Oh no, I don't do that. Put a marker down there and go. There's fish there. Look at all that fish down the way. Doggone spring. That just ain't even what I'm throwing. Big old drop off right here. Look. There's my marker. He said he's too cheap. He's too cheap. Stan and his dad joke. Let's try this. Looks like I'll go back after this trip's over with, pick up an extra rod and maybe do a little peacock bass fishing. Gotta be better at it than I am at this. Oh, Stan. Mm-hmm. My dog is over there snoring. Snoring away. Dead sleep. You go over and rattle that cheese grower, though. She thinks she's going to get a piece of cheese, she'll come alive. She thinks she's supposed to get cheese 3 times a day. I only give her a little bitty bite once a day because I'm trying to keep her awake. I don't want her to get fat. I don't want her to be fat like her daddy. Mm-hmm. Hell, I need to get back on my diet, but I'm having a hard time getting back on it. I'm too afraid to eat any fresh vegetables and get the flying shits. Golly. Time I turn around, it's lettuce, and now it's jalapenos, and it's something else, and something else. And thinking, damn, ain't gonna be able to eat nothing for long. But it's bad, pitiful. Pitiful. Where would I go if I was a catfish? Isn't that the $1,000,000 question? That I have not been really successful in answering. You don't need that there. But as you can see, the chat on the fishing game is kind of slow. They're not fishing. If I was a catfish far away from Bobby, damn, Lisa. Oh my God. Oh, old Bobby. Bobby just can't catch a break. There's a few fish being caught on stream, but not many because many people's in this room. About 8 or 10 folks in here, and every once in a while we get a roll through. This is pitiful. It's pitiful. here. See where the hell I'm going. So boat cover a lot of water in her. My buoy's right up yonder. So okay, it's right along up in there. How deep's the water right here? About 20 feet. Whew. Oh, man. It's a good thing he loves you because he probably would have already killed you by now. Oh, Lord. Sometimes I get on here and play this. Can't get them in fast enough. Sometimes just can't hardly get one to bite. He would have to travel to do that. Y'all see that deal on the news where they was talking about the big marriage fraud scheme? They done uncovered some sort of scheme about folks getting paid to marry for citizenship. Good Lord. Sound like to me they're getting married and they're going their separate ways. Somebody's getting paid off for it. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. He's not very big, but he's a fish. Finally got a bump. What do we got? This is little. Yeah, this may be a croaker. It is. Doggone croaker. Doggone croakers. Let me see what other catfish bait I got here. I got all kinds of stuff. Let's put on a shrimp. Let's do that. Because I'm going to tell you, shrimp is not on the list. I got some shrimp. I got it. Alright, there's no preferred fish. No catfish species preferred that bite shrimp. This goes back to what I said. If this says preferred, doesn't say I only on the bait. So I'm going to try this shrimp, see if I catch it now. Just for giggles. catch one already kind of proved the point, wouldn't it? Doggone croaker. Wait all that time to catch one. It's a damn croaker. Them croakers down there in South Texas, them croakers are like the scavenger, boy. They'll eat anything. Yeah, we're gonna try it. I'm not saying I'm gonna get one of them. We're gonna try it. Try something different. What I'm doing ain't working. I don't think I need to go down on my hook size. That's not the issue. So. Yeah, I've caught a many catfish on shrimp too. And red night crawler. Big night crawler. Used to take a 6 or 7 ounce Mr. Whiskers or Whisker Stickers catfish hook. I don't know if they even make them anymore. It's kind of a bended hook type thing. I used to sell them at Walmart. Take 7 ounce gob, 2 big night crawlers on it. Where I used to fish at Whitney, and the water was about 35, 40 feet off that dock. I just dropped it straight down the bottom. I cast it, just dropped it straight down. Bring it up about a turn and a half, 2 turns up off the bottom. Wait on it. Offset type thing, yeah. And we would catch those catfish, blue cats. Mostly in the wintertime they would be there. I seen some big ass catfish come off that dock over the years. $50, £75. Used to have a good friend of mine, his name was Robert Gray. We fished together a lot. He passed away several years ago, but now Robert loved catfish. He believed taking a perch, cutting it in half. Now, he'd use that same piece of perch for an extended period of time, as long as it had gut pockets. The minute it didn't have gut pockets anymore, he'd dump it. Like the plague, man. I don't croaker. I don't want a croaker, Mark. I don't need that. He caught a many a fish. Standing on that old dock. But them gut pockets, if he pulled that bait up, them gut pockets is gone. Time for a fresh piece of bait. Said they wouldn't hit it. I was down there at the bars one night, fishing. Old boy come in there, and he, I ain't never seen him before. And he had a 3 rods, pretty nice rods. Don't know what brand they were, nice looking rods, but he had a couple of Ambassador 5000s on them. You drop them rods down that offside dock out on that fishing well. I had them set up on a chair, laying in the seat of the chair. Very present enough part that he was, could get to them easily, but they wasn't right up on each other, but not too far apart, probably about 3-4 feet apart, 5. And he had him sitting in the chair, and he walked around looking out the window, and everything. I was thinking, man, you know how many rods I seen get pulled in this water off this dock. You wouldn't be doing what you're doing right there if you them Ambassador 5000s don't right. A little while later, I told him, I said, hey, what you fishing for? Oh, he said, I got some minnows. I'm fishing for a white bass and crappies. And I looked down at my watch, it's probably about 9, 10 o'clock. I said, the white bass going to come through here about 11 o'clock. Start chasing these shad swimming around in a circle in here under these lights. I said, you might ought to tie them rods down. I've seen a lot of rods get pulled in this water. Oh no, he said, I don't need time down. I'm fast enough to get to them. So, okay, I said, well, there's been a few stripers being caught out of here mixed around them sand bass. Why I say that? Oh no, I'll get to them. All right, buddy. I didn't say any more about it. About 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, them sandbags run through there. He had his back turned, he had a couple of bites. He had a bite on one of his poles, and got all 3 of them, pulled them in the creek. Stripers run through there and got 3 of them lines tangled up before he could get to them, and they gone. He looked back, them rods that went on the side of that dock. I didn't even look up. I just kept my head down. I didn't say a word. He just looked down at the water and shook his head. He turned around and closed his tackle box up and left. He lost all 3 of them rods. I thought, man, I tried to help him, but he insisted he had it under control. I went down there and went fishing one night. I could go down there all the time, stay all night. Pretty quiet place. Nobody really showed up or acted a fool or anything. Never had any problems. So I got down there one night about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Tonight, about 7. I think Brian's supposed to send me a thumbnail. So, or a link. Anyway. Old boy's in there fishing. I didn't know him. I saw him down there before. So I started fishing. A little while, he started talking to himself. Oh, shit. I thought maybe the fellas in there talking to himself. You know how it is, right? A little while later, he started talking to himself a little bit more and a little more aggressively. Thinking, well, what in the world is going on down here? So, a little while went by. Got a little worse. Thinking, how the hell am I'm down here by myself with this guy. You know. He started to argue with himself now. It's a good thing. I thought to myself, it's a good thing I got this pistol with. So, under my shirt. So anyway, a little while he argued, got a little more aggressive. He picked his stuff up and he left. And as he's going up the walkway, he's arguing with himself. And he said, I heard him say, I told you once, son of a bitch, you wasn't going to get no beer tonight. He said, I want some beer. He's having an argument with himself, or his alternate ego personality, about whether he's going to get beer. That was an interesting night. I thought, yeah, this guy's probably going to go berserk right here. You know, and I'm going to have to defend myself. It's going to be ugly. But I got a fish. And he left, luckily for me. And I never saw him again. And this fish that I've got on here, I can't tell how big it is yet, but it's coming in now. This is probably, hey, it's a ripshaw. First ripshaw. All right. Well, let's mark that spot. I need a link. Do I have you on Facebook? If I do, I don't know who the hell you are. I don't know you anything but Rowdy. All right, I'm going to put a marker. I'm going to remove that marker that I put down there earlier. I'm going to paint this one black. I'm using black. It's my marker color for catfishing on this. I'll freeze my other buoy colors up to use on other. And I could remove this green marker, which we no longer need. And I have to buy these buoys so I don't waste them. For the in-game currency. And there is a ripshaw catfish marker. And I will have to say that the chunk meat has been the leading bait today. Right there is that marker. We're right, I'm going to throw it right back on that buoy. I don't know if I have you on Facebook, Rowdy. And if I do, I I wouldn't know what. I only know you by Rowdy. You have to send me a message, buddy. We will definitely be in there watching the game. I know we're running over, but I'm just killing time. I know we're 30 minutes over. I was going to play a little bit more anyway after I got off, so I would just do it live. There's a couple of catfish being caught now. There's a ripshaw, a red tail, another red tail. Bite don't pick up, maybe. Ah, got him. And we're on again. Is the bite finally gonna pick up? Just another ripshaw. Could be, could be. That feels like that's what it is. Well, there's a fish coming in now. I got him. Catfish just got caught. There's another ripshaw. Flat whiskers catfish got caught. I think the bite has changed. I think the bite is on. Figure it's about time to quit doing the live. The damn fish start biting. Alright. Rowdy Rick. Alright. Okay. Ah. That's good to know. We will definitely be in there. For those of you that didn't hear earlier, we're working on getting Coach's StreamYard worked out where we can get him live. He's ready to start doing some live. He's ready to start coming in and visiting with y'all. I've got to work on his StreamYard. I'm get it going for him. So be looking for Coach to go live soon. I don't know exactly when, but it's going to be soon. I know a lot of y'all like to go visit with old Coach, so it'll be good to see him. I'm probably going to get a seat at his on his StreamYard, that way I can help him. He needs it. can see the fish is picking up by the chat. If you look at that left hand, that's different people catching fish. So the bite's picked up. My God. Dead there for a while. We're going to fish a little longer. Ooh, there's an 81-pound guided catfish. Alright, I'm going to throw a different bait because bite's picked up. And I want to try to catch one of those bigger guided catfish. So we're going to reel this in. What's over here? Alright, we're going to put this dead lumbar out there. Yeah. Well, we're gonna work on getting him live. I'm gonna get the crow, get it in a spare seat where I can help him put his lives up, make thumbnails, get him going in case he's having a problem getting it going. He's got some doozy stories, I can tell you that. And some of them he can't tell y'all on live. Pretty good stories. I've heard some doozies of that man over the years. A lot of life experience in there. A lot of life experience. This dead lumbari fish is supposed to be real good, but it ain't caught yet. That don't mean it ain't a bait to use. It means it ain't caught nothing today. It's 11:53 p.m. at night in game. It rolls. The day changes at 5 a.m. So we'll have a new day at 5 a.m. I'm gonna be here till then. But each day is different. Day 2, the bite will be hot. So hope it's going to be better on day 2 than day 1 was. It's going to be a long trip. This rod's alright. I'll quit ain't nothing wrong with it. It's doable. 37-pound guided catfish being caught. doggone locusts on this map to turn the damn game noise down. The things drive you to drink. It gets so loud. Well, that dead Lombard may be a good bait on this river, but it ain't worth a doggone hoop today. I'm gonna throw this shrimp out here. See what this does. This is more of an experiment here on this shrimp. Yo, man, that's a good story. I've heard some doozies. I enjoy listening to him talk. We used to get together and do a truck driving. That was always fun. We'd keep a certain someone from wrecking everybody's truck, making everybody mad, want to leave. We had a lot of good truck driving nights. Old Steve, he be driving that doggone truck. In the dark, he driving down the highway. He about to miss his exit. Hell, he just lock it up in the middle of the interstate. And if you behind him and he hit the brakes, you too close behind him. You're gonna rear end him. I told them boys, y'all quit driving. It's close behind him. He'll shut it down, boy, if he misses his exit. We go along there one time. Hog leg is driving there behind him, and I told Hog leg, I said, "Hey man, you better back off him a little bit. He hit them brakes. You gonna wreck showing up." And about that time he hit them brakes, he rear-ended him, wrecked him up. After that, Steve got the nickname, we called him Old Man Brakes for a long time. When the fishing gets this slow, you need a fishing partner to mess with. Yeah. That's the one thing I liked about the angler. We could get on the boat together. You could get on the boat on the ocean map together. I'm not sure if this boat could take two people. It might. I know the ocean boat will. And you can have 4 or 5 people on 4 on there, I think. On that Valkyrie, you can put four people on it. Problem is, none of my crews are high enough level to get on the ocean map. I could take them out on the Japan map, but good God, you got to be level 84 to get there. Ernie been grinding his. He's somewhere along probably around level 30 now. But it's a grind to get there. It is a true grind to get there. We're going to go to at least 4 o'clock today. We're going to go an hour over today. Since I won't be back to Tuesday. Actually, I'm gonna put a shiner on here and see what happens. I catch a lot of fish on these shiners. We'll see. I've got other live streams that I did on bumping. We were on a different river. That were caught a lot of fish. I don't know this river yet. I'm gonna have to learn it. And I ain't learning it very fast either. I'm gonna have to get out and do a little scouting. Do a little bit more sticking and moving. There's a flat whiskered catfish. Got caught. The flat whiskers that give it about, I don't know, 10, 12 pounds. They're not all that big. Couple of ripshaws being caught. Hey, there's a red tail. Oh, 102 pounds. We ain't seen nothing like that. I think some of them boys there is bank fishing. I've got tripod set up with a couple of rods on it. They are. They up there on that, they're up there on that, point up there. They right there, Tim. All piled up on the bank here together. And it seems that they're all fishing this gap between where I caught these earlier and right here. And I bet you that they're on up there. Let's just go up there and look, shall we? I think that's a good idea. We'll just go up there and see what's going on. We'll just stand back here out of the way. I'll watch these old boys for a minute. I'll cut this light off. Let's just stand here and watch, see what's going on. Just stand here out there back way. What's going on, Alabama? That'll give me a chance to put that control now. For a minute. Busy. I probably could stand on this bank where that current's going and bump from the bank. I don't see why you couldn't. But yes, this is actual fisherman. Oh, this guy here to the right, Ravens, is ranked 108. He's on up there. I ain't but 90. I see an 80, a 66, and an 81. They're all bait fishing. I think it's one guy here on the right up here is throwing a lure there that he's holding, but he's got too big right there. There's a big red tail on the end down there. This old man caught. I don't want to walk up between them old boys. I'll get over here out the way. There's some guys over here fishing. See if we can find it. Get out on this rock right here. So this is just bump right here and then see what happens. I've got one of them tripods right here. I got a quadruple tripod. I could make bank fish from here. Let's just bump right here a minute, see what happens. Just for giggles. See if it'll work. I'm sure it will. Carl, what did you tell me that you used to make thumbnails? I use Grok. Now, I'll turn my light back on. But Lisa, you could make them on Gemini. You could make them on Chat GPT. You only get so many a day on those. But that's why I told you what I told you earlier, how to get around that. Sometimes I make, I got a paid subscription to Canva. Sometimes I made thumbnail for the Peru map on Tuesday in Canva. It turned out pretty good. Canva isn't listening to me. Must be a man. Well, do you change your wording? So, I don't see why I could stand here and bump. To tell you the truth, it's working. My line's staying tight. Must be a man. You're funny. Reminds me of that meme that I saw on Facebook not too long ago. I'm going to turn this light off out of respect, but I'm going to walk up here and get a little closer and see what's going on. But I'm not going to crowd these boys' fishing spot. I just want to see. Let's stand up here on this rock and watch. Must be like that meme on Facebook I saw not too long ago. Give me a little tickle. Old man and old woman sitting there, and old man sitting there in the living room drinking a beer, watching his old wife vacuum floor. Directly she cuts the vacuum, cleaned her off. Said something's wrong with this vacuum cleaner, it's done quit a sucking. The old man took a swallow of his beer and he said, some bitch must have got married. I thought that's pretty funny myself. Is that what it is, Canvas? Must be a man, huh? Oh, Lord. Yeah, that was a pretty funny meme. That was a lot funnier seeing the meme than I can tell it, but my guess these old boys right here probably know each other. They're all in fishing leagues. I've got one. I think I got a couple of members in mine. They're supposed to be turning the club. It's not a league. It's club. Fishing club stuff on here for long. We can do more with it, but them tripods are pretty nice tripods that they got. I've got one just like it. It holds 4 rods. It's got a bait alarm on it, so if it goes to get hit, it gives you a jangle. We caught 250 pounds of fish. I had 100 in there already. Somebody left down there. Oh, he didn't leave. He just disappeared for a minute. I thought he left. I'm going to make one more cast today. One more cast. Usually right in here is a lot of red tails. I do remember that. Watching this spot be fished a little bit. I'm going to put that out there and see what happens. Just for a last minute giggle. learning to line right is what AI is all about. Once you do it enough that you learn the concept of line writing, and each program's a little bit different. What line works in one program may not produce as high results as it will in another. You have to change your wording a little bit sometimes. But once you learn to line write, learn the basics of line writing, you're going to be able to make a lot of great stuff. Yeah, I'm still alive. I was going to fish extra. I was going to fish an hour offline and said, hell, I'm just going to do it on live. I was going to fish 2 hours live and then fish an hour off. And I said, well, I'll just go ahead and fish an extra hour online. But I'm fixing to get off here. Just a few. Ready for football, Brian. Ready for football. Moon, what's up? Everybody coming in and saying, what the hell is this food still doing live? Clock broke? Says, I'm good, I'm at home. My brother was down your way last week. I'm going to ease up here and be a little bit nosy and see what these old boys are using. But respectfully without crowding them out. He got bells on his hand. The tripod. This old man can gang, he says. See if he gets a bite. Just stand and watch me. See if we can see him get a takedown. If he gets a good takedown, we maybe have to see it. Oh, got a takedown. See that? You saw that. Ain't that sweet? He got another fish on the middle rod. I guess I'm going to get my rod stand out and come up here and stand fish a while. One day. Got one on and got another one on the rod. Let's see if we can get to the other one. That's a big old red tail. About a 50-pound red tail. What that was? 40. We got the other one. This damn croaker. Try to get them boys, get the game leveled up. We can have a fishing party. Just all get on the bank. All right. That's the end of the show today. Slow fishing, but at least y'all got to listen to me talk. For 3 hours. Y'all probably about sick of me. Thank y'all for coming in. I enjoy seeing you, and I'll be here on Tuesday. Think we'll do a little duck hunt on Tuesday. Time to dust the old shotgun off. See if I can still swing it. God bless you, and thank you for being part of Real and Virtual Outdoors. And I will see you very, very soon in chat somewhere, I'm sure. And if you don't see me tonight, know I'm backstage watching football, sipping on the rum. God bless you, and thank you for being here.